Impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win everything.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Indianapolis Colts and the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
To try again after the sack. Tua. This will be caught. It's Waddle. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. From the gun, it's Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Dolphins still looking for that first win, 0-6 to start the year. And really, it's just sort of been one thing after another, Charles.
It certainly has, and they're one of those teams that while all teams talk about starting fast, that's like, topic 1, this team never has. That's been an issue for them all season long, and because of that, they've never been able to catch up during games.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. This defense for the Colts, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
I'm quite sure that they envisioned a much better start to this game when they practiced all week. But they failed on that 3rd down play. That brings up 4th down, and they'll probably have to punt it away.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
We're good.
They run once more with Taylor. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Throwing his car on third down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. To punt on fourth down, here's Rigoberto Sanchez. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Yards that time on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
Okay, ready?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
12, 10, 6, mega. Ready?
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. They'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first one.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Campbell making the catch. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Carr going to throw. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory, down at the 33. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On the counter, it's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. We need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route.
Here we go.
Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Here we go. Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2 to throw again. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees it, the ball.
Touchdown, Indianapolis. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now 14-0.
14. Dolphins, nothing.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And for a while when this play's open, all the talk was about punts hitting the Giants scoreboard here in Arlington. I don't think we ever heard about a pass hitting the scoreboard, but that's probably about as close as you're going to get. That one was way up there.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. After the sack on first down, Tua. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
56 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking to get it to Jonathan Taylor there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Carr. Throw left side complete. That's Campbell. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. Carr. A throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So that potentially an important takeaway here in the 2nd quarter.
Because what it does is give their offense a chance to put a drive together. They've got nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did. They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Graham. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
Here we go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Slot man moves right. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Going to throw right side here, complete. And the Dolphins are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the 1st half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball. And what you have to do?
He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board here in the final seconds of the 1st half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7.
seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. This will be fielded inside the 5. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This one fielded at the 5. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 67 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 39-yard line. They go to the ground again with Taylor. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now they'll throw with Carr.
They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
They just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Tua, quick hitter to Jalen Waddle. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. going to the air. Tagovailoa firing quickly here, and that's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. And the Dolphins are going to get a fresh set of downs.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Graham. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Now Tua. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
Carr now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Well, there's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carr now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game.
A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
After the turnover, it's Tua. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Touchdown, Colts. Harris Campbell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
Dolphins 10.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. 2 now on first down. And this one is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. The connection made. It's Graham. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Graham. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
2 now on 1st down. Over the middle, it's complete.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Colts are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
Well, I saw the pressure coming out, and that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. And that's on the tackle, Braden Smith.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Shotgun now for Carr. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Let's go.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that is incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
Here we go, set. Black shot. Red. Red, cycle.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Here we go.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On 2nd and 10, Tua. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. He's at the 30.
And the Colts are going to take possession of the football.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Carr going to look to throw. And he'll find his target. Woods, it's complete.
And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On play action, it's Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle.
And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20.
Tagovailoa.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Now Tua.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. A little tough on the secondary there, in zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Here we go. Here we go. Clean striker. Ready?
Tua on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Carr going to throw here. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw again on 2nd down. Carr got a man. It's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Colts have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the first down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
And the Colts come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Colts, they fall a game under 500 now at 3 up and 4 down. And they'll be back home next week to take on the Denver Broncos. Meanwhile, for Miami, it's yet another